Hey, Sans. Yeah, Bugsy. It's been a while since we did some videos talking about some of the stuff where some of the stuff, and a few people have reasonably gave us some questions that we can actually answer without getting in too deep. Oh, so no talking about the especially that. So Um. Okay. One person. Okay. Anonymous asks because again, people like I don't know. Just people on my television just like are too scared to actually say their usernames. I guess that's okay, but if, you should want us to say your freaking username. Okay, this one's to both of us. De- Dear Bugsy slash Chaos and Sans. Did you guys ever tell Toriel about Azrael being Flowey before all the stuff happens? Where basically you still have Flowey, but Azrael is himself again. Well, to be quite honest, I mean, Sans, would you like to field this one? We kind of didn't because what's the point of what would be the point of that? Because that was during when we really couldn't figure out how to separate Azrael from Flowey, but Bugs Bugs when he actually replayed replayed the game again, he had enough residual power to give Azrael a new body. He was able to save Dad from the core and stuff like that. Yeah, again, I was really sincerely proud of Azrael, in a weird, twisted way. It's like it's like he wanted to study in my footsteps. And you guys know, in another, they know you have a son, right? Yeah. So, now my boys want to actually be like their old man and follow in my footsteps. I mean, who would really? I mean, chaos is a kind of job it's thankless, but you gotta have your own fun with it. You know what I mean? It doesn't even matter if you get thanked because really you're not supposed to. It's chaos. But at the same time, it can be good or evil. It's like it can be both. Ergo, my dual morality. But mostly I lean towards being good more than being evil. But yeah, so yeah, I was proud of Azrael. I'm like weirdly proud of Azrael. As the fight's going on, I'm like you're using chaos magic. You're using my magic, the magic I taught you. My Bugsy was like literally like I was like Bugsy, are you gonna freaking end this? Or are you just gonna be freaking proud all day? Okay, how? Okay, explain to me how did you say that when he got you in the thing? I have my ways. You don't. You were stuck, and I had to freaking remind you of all the freaking good times we had. I was back before Pirates actually remembered who I was, and that was kind of sad. Okay, another question. God dang, I don't want to dwell on that shit, but Bug. Okay, this one's to me, Bugsy. How would you, how did you feel? How do you feel about Chara, and how do you feel about Chara and Azrael being married? Okay. Let me explain this. I, me and Sans can both tell you lately, I mean, back in the day, we hated Chara. We hated that he always would kill us. We hated that we always had to reset. We hated that whatever we tried to do, he'd still be one step ahead of us. And that's why me and Sam stopped really caring about trying to do anything because honestly, I mean, honestly, if you died again and again and again and again and again and again and again, and I mean, we still tried, even though we said we didn't care. Kind of us being kind of an ironic thing, ain't it? But yeah, we did what we did. And still, even when we did, got, we still got, you guessed it, knives in the back, in the chest, and in the eyeballs. Well, my eyeballs. Freaking Sans doesn't have eyes. So, yeah. Yeah, but you did stab me in the blue eye, which actually I could bleed for some reason. I just. Well, I mean, you know, but we both know what you are, okay? Yeah, we do. Anyways, so, okay, here's another question. But this one's to me. Sans, do, how do you really annoy Bugsy whenever you talk about you and Toriel in the bedroom? Wink, wink. Yes, I do. Yeah, he really freaking does because it's freaking gross and I don't want to hear it. I just don't want to hear his skeleton parts smash against Toriel's freaking goat snatch. I don't want to hear that shit. Especially early in the morning. It's like, you know, freaking. So, okay, let me give you an example. We were at Grilby's, right? Like, it was me and Sans. It's usually like what we do. We just say Grilby's, you order something, eat it, talk about whatever. So Sans, so Sans starts talking about freaking Toriel's like, things are getting heated, thing. Okay, this is my impression of Sans. Things are getting heated, um, and then she grabbed my, yeah, that's how he actually said it. He grabbed my, and made a jerking motion. Dude, that totally didn't happen. Yes, it did. Grabbed it. I mean, yeah, I'm pretty, but yeah, I still heard you, you freaking sick, yeah, freaking dirty skeleton. Okay. Anyways, so freaking basically, like Sans gets embarrassed and he basically tells me Toriel told him that he never handled something that big, and freaking Asgore is like right behind Sans, and I'm like, I mean, granted, I only had like what a little bit of sake, and I wasn't like drunk or tipsy. I'm just like kind of half and half. But Asgore just looks at him and I'm like, Sans, you're just fucking terrible. Come on, Bugsy, it was a little funny. Dude, no, I mean, nowadays it's okay. You can make jokes like that now because, Asgore's with Muffet. Yeah, people try to freaking imagine that for 5 minutes. You'll have to do you guys will probably do two or more things. Get aroused or be horribly, horribly, horribly disgusted. Either way, you're gonna be thinking about goat and sputter fucking and just preparing you for that shit. And I'm sorry if I gave you that image, but it happened. But, alright, here's another one. Bugsy. Being related to Chara, do you have any love for Chara at all? Oh, you mean do I actually have love or love? Because that's two different things. Because I mean, levels of violence, probably yes. actual love for Chara, being that we're related, I'd have to say a big freaking no, but at the same time, I mean, Chara's actually putting an effort to be nice. She's actually trying to be nice. And I don't know, maybe me and Sam's been going about this the wrong way, you know, because Azriel loves Chara, and I mean, me and Sans will never freaking think of Chara as like anything but the person who tried to stab us a million times and actually succeeded in all those times. But I can do a little bit better. I can do a little bit better. But anyways, I'll pause it for a minute. I got another distraction, so I'll be back. So, I'll answer more of your questions. I'll answer more of your questions in a minute. Dude, what? I'm tired of getting interrupted in my videos, man. I'm tired. Like every freaking time, I can't like do one of these videos without some knock on my door. It's annoying. Ah. Bugsy, come on. Alright. Here we got some more questions anyway. Alright, this one's for you. Well, actually, god dang, getting a lot. Okay. Bugsy, we all know how Sans felt when Papyrus got killed. How'd you feel? Rage, anger, wanting to choke Chara with a fucking chain. 3 times over. Then using that chain to put it in Chara's mouth, pull it out the other side, and just rupture Chara's insides with said chain while I'm laughing maniacally, going, "Yeah, you think you're demonic, kid? You and your father never had shit on me. Remember that." Why did you never do that before? Since I had amnesia, okay? I didn't have every bit of my powers back. Thus, all the times we got killed. But let's move on. Let's move on. Alright. Bugsy and Sans, have you seen the Undersong musical? Yeah, basically. Well, we've seen the preview stuff. The guy they got for me is just kind of dumb. I mean, he sounds okay. I'm not trying to say that he's bad, but doesn't really sound like me that much. I mean, my voice has a deepness. I see everybody on YouTube trying to do that whole like trying to sound like me and also trying to sound like Critical. But they always try to overdo it too hard. They overdo it. But it's cool. It's good. We can and peeps. A lot of people say like, look, watch a video of Papyrus being killed. Like seriously, we can't do that. That shit is heart wrenching. You know. Because I really do think of Sans and Papyrus as my bros. And, seeing Papyrus get killed. I mean, me and Bugsy swore to Dad that we'd protect him. And just seeing that he basically died because we weren't there. It hurts. Just fucking hurts. And it really does. I mean, yeah, you can reset, but you will never forget that. I will never forget that. Sans will never forget that. That's why we hate each other for so long. Because even though you reset and everything's back to normal, we still got the memories of what happened. And it will never change. It will never change, kids. Alright, I got a few more for me. You could take a breather, Sans, because I know that question is like a very hard one for you. Just it kind of is, man. But you know. I'm just glad no one's asked me about the amalgamites yet. I'm glad. I'm like looking through these things, and I haven't seen one amalgamite question. One. I haven't seen one amalgamite question. We are so in the clear. Okay. Bugsy, have you seen this comic called Chrono Tail? Oh yes, I have. And I showed it to Sans too. He's like, "Wow, that's pretty cool." Like, it's not cool that Char basically freaking changed everybody's memories, because I think that was one of Char's. I think that was one of our Char's end goals. Like, if he couldn't like take use the timelines to take over, he was gonna alter people's memories. Starting with me and Sans, because think about it, guys. Me and Sans are the only things standing in Char's way. So splitting us up, putting me in the part of the timeline, or putting me in some place where me and Sans never met, would be right up Char's alley. But I started to get kind of a weird Sans Frisk vibe that was going on. So which guys, it's gross. I think that before anybody asks me, what do I think about Sans X Frisk? Frisk is my, my basically my kid in a sense. So that's kind of weird. No, 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 no. It's more than weird. It's fucking gross. It's gross. Hey, Sans, has has Frisk ever saw you fully extended? Bugsy, for the love of God, don't be funny. Oh my God, did they? Bugsy, I no, I mean maybe I don't know, dude. You gotta lock that door when you and Toriel are getting down, man. Shit. Last thing that kid needs to see is a blue skeleton wang. Hell, I don't like. Hell, I don't like seeing your pain either. It's fucking gross all around. uh. Oh yeah, and before anybody asks, we did see that audio of freaking Toriel basically banging Papyrus. Me and Bugsy just looked at each other with what the fuck. That's how life would have went in another set somewhere. I'm putting that out in the ether right now. Woo! Like, did you really have to wave your arms for that? Do you always have to wave your arms when we both do an attack and refuse? Or you just do it to look cool? And do it because it's actually effective? Eh. So, yeah. So, okay, here's another one. Here's an interesting one. Bugsy said, since Bugsy's back in the timeline, does that mean he's back in all timelines, excluding the game? Well, technically. Technically, I am. Technically, other versions of me are. But from what I know, in Airtail, I'm basically dead. In Chrono Tail, I'm basically not existent. I'm pretty much like Gaster at that point. I'm in Underswap as Gaster. I wonder how that happened. I am in I think I am in Underfell, but a lot more fucking brutal, and I do talk like this. Hey, whoever brought that universe into ether, like, thanks. You gave You gave Bugsy slash Chaos a devil voice. How you like that? How you like that, man? I hope it makes you sleep better at night. I hope you see a version of me standing over your bed as I'm just belting out freaking Gwar in that voice. That'd actually be pretty cool. God dang it, that'd be cool. Anyways. Okay, here's another one. Bugsy, do you think Papyrus is a cool dude? Yeah, he's cool. Yeah, he's very cool. Hmm. You guys don't get it, but you know, I remember being around. I remember being around Pep when he was little. You know, I'd always be the one. You know, when Gaster found the core, I was kind of like the only. Me and Seth were like the only thing he had. So you guys gotta understand, you know. That's why when when he's with Mettaton, we're all like protective, like stay away. Okay, Bugsy's like stay away. Hiss. I'm ready to freaking smash the rectangle into a wall, but we can't do it around Pap, and that's even though we both hate, but even though we both hate Mettaton's guts, we really fucking do. I am not kidding. Like like when I was playing the game, I really contemplated killing Mettaton. And that was before my memories came back. Oh, I have some pretty choice memories to freaking Mettaton. Don't even get me started. but really, I mean, yeah, we got an anime. It's like one of those. This is like the anime because he's just whipped. Because we think he's an arrogant. We always will think that he's an. We always will think that he's an arrogant prick, and yeah, he pretty much is. I hate him for what he did to Naps to Bluke because he just like left him. He's like, my dream. Okay, let me do my Mettaton impression. Hold on. my dreams, my dreams don't wait for anyone, Blukey. Darling. Oh God, but I feel unclean. Like every time I do that voice, I feel very, very unclean. I gotta wash up my vocal cords. Sans, you do the next few. You do the next few. I'm gonna wash out my vocal cords. How do you wash out your vocal cords? With freaking Sunny Delight. I'm gonna go. Just do the letters. I got a big old pile for you. Okay, here you go. And I arranged them. I took out most of the genocide ones because I know you don't want to answer those. Okay. Sans, why do you like ketchup? Ketchup is good, guys. I can't really explain. Ketchup is good. Sans, have you ever tried human food? Well, yeah, but it's not like the underground where you eat the food and it disappears. It's just it's inside of you. I don't really have a digestive tract, so I can't really digest food that I just ate. So it just kind of hangs there. Um, Sans, what do you think? What do you think if how would you feel if you and Bugsy got shipped together? It would be gross on a number of levels. Yeah, don't even flatter yourself, guys. It'd be even. I don't even know like what's with these galley fangirls and like just because two dudes talk and hang out, yeah, that obviously means they banging. That don't make any sense. I mean, it's not like not like me and Sans have ever expressed any kind of. Ugh. I can't even say it. It's just so gross. No, I mean, if you want a pairing that actually does make sense, go look at Papyrus and Metaton. I mean, yeah, go look at those two. Me, and Sans are pretty much off your list. We are off the shipping list. We're off the galley shipping list. Okay, we're totally off the rails. You can't get to us. You can't. We are unshippable. We are unshippable. Wow, Bugs. And none of you ship me with Frisk. That's fucking weird. I mean, yeah, I know in our version Frisk is a girl, but that's kind of gross. Although, I mean, me and Bugsy, well, we're not proud of this. Oh, we might as well tell them. Oh, well, most of you probably already know I actually have a kid. His name is Skips. I had him with Palutena. Whoop-de-whoop-de-doo. So, basically, we were trying to get them together because, you know, we're two dads that really thought our kids were going to hit it off. And for a while it worked, but something happened. Neither of them will tell us what happened, but you know we ain't gonna pry. We ain't gonna pry. Just yeah, and whenever they see each other, they kind of just look away at each other. So we don't even know what happened between them. But whatever happened, happened, and they won't say. And we ain't gonna try and force them. So yeah. Oh, did you hear? Did you hear those sayings? Did Skips tell you that he went to a certain wedding that he was gonna, you know, like a certain chick he liked, he went to a wedding and then, you know, he just went there? What, he liked the chick and she just, like, what, rejected him? No, I rejected him beforehand and then he just went to the wedding. I mean, it's kind of my fault because I told him to go if he wants to really get those feelings out of him. I think I did more harm than good. Oh, well, I mean, the kid's like you. He'll bounce back. I mean, Bugsy, you've done you've done more horrible things than the kid can even imagine, that anybody can imagine. And I think the kid will bounce back. He's like you. It's like the good he has. Yeah, he has all your good parts, and I guess Palutena has good parts. Never really met her, but you know, he has most of your good parts, most of her good parts, I guess. So yeah. All right. All right. Here's another one. Will you two play Five Nights at Candy's? Um, guys, after Five Nights at Freddy's 4, I just said I was done. I ain't gonna do any more fan ones, guys. After Five Nights at Warriors, man, I am so done. I was so done. I haven't even beaten that game. I'm just like, Wario jump scared me. I'm fucking done. Done. Fuck Skeleton Wario. Fuck Five Nights at Freddy's fan games sometimes because I will play one. I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes I will. But if I'm like really just like if there's no way for me to like really truly beat it, and I'm always like I hated that mechanic in Five Nights at Wario's. I hated that mechanic in Five Nights at Wario's like 3 where you basically gotta look at the monitor, and if you look at the monitor way too long, Wario will get you. You know, I just didn't never like that, but you know, Sans and I might do something, but it's not gonna be a Five Nights at Freddy's. It's not gonna be a Five Nights at Freddy's fan game. I can tell you that much. Mm, but me and Bugsy do have something planned that we actually want to do. But it is, and I'm breaking the fourth wall here, Undertale related. So yeah, we might do something. Okay, here's a few quickies. Bugsy, what did you say to Gaster when you freed him? Well, welcome back. I never preface said dad, but yeah. Also, do you still have Flower? Yes, but me and Flower are kind of like. I mean, Flower still tries to kill me on a daily basis, but me and him are kind of cool in a sense. Like, it's hard to explain. It's like Doofenshmirtz in freaking Agent P, which is kind of like that. But yeah. Okay, here's another one for both of us. What will you say when Papyrus? What will you say when Papyrus marries Metaton? The fuck? That's basically what we'll say. Like both of us. You just like guys, and we'll make a video on it and just say the fuck, man. We'll probably be recording from Grillby, so sus- so suspect to hear some noise and probably me drinking sake and getting a little yeah. But I mean. But okay, Bugsy, what did Asgore say when Sans was marrying Toriel? He cried. He he cried. I ain't gonna lie. He fucking cried, and it was it was very sad. It was very sad because really, man, like, and I'm about to go deep. We were trying to avoid all the deeper questions because I just didn't feel like going into it again. But okay. Look at it through Asgore's perspective. He's lost his, he lost his son. He got him back, but he lost him for a bit. Toriel left him. All the monsters were forced underground. There were a lot of things that happened. Flowey kept Flowey / Char kept killing everybody, resetting everything. They don't remember. Like again, me and Sans are the only ones that remember the reset, so they don't really feel the things that I feel. And he also feels guilty for making me, he thinks he forced me into actually, reaping those kids' souls when actually I did it willingly to try and free, help free the monsters and bring them back up to the surface. And trust me, I ain't saying what I did was freaking right, fair, or even in the parameters of right. But it's like, what would you expect me to do? And you guys are probably like, use your powers. You actually made it out of the barrier, right? Wasn't there some way they could use your powers to get through? See, that's the thing though. Only I could, and I still don't know why. I could never really sum it down. It could be because I have chaos powers and I can break any rule that's set. But that doesn't mean everybody else can. So it's not like I can basically bring them all out. It was just me. You know? And guys, like, Asgore's been through so much. I've been through so much too. And he was just broken. He really thought one day Torio would come back. She'd forgive him, and everything would be honky dory. But hearing that shit, it hurt. It destroyed him. That's why for most of the wedding, I was sitting by him because he needed me. He needed me to be there. He needed me not to be the brother of Sans, but Chaos, his knight. He needed me to be that, and I did. Okay, I did to a point because I was still Sans' best man, which actually I was his best man. I was honored, but mostly through the reception, I just stayed there, and I was like, and, Toriel shot me a look, and Asgore look, but I shot her back a look. I was like, yeah, he's staying because Sans would let me pick a +1. He's my +1. So, I kind of hated Toriel for a while. I ain't gonna lie, because really, I mean, the man did something out of grief, and you're just gonna leave him. He acted out of grief and sorrow, and you just left him to deal with all that, to deal with those feelings. That ain't cool. That ain't cool. Broken up. All he had was me and Undyne. That's all he had. And we were there for him. Whenever he needed us, we were there. Even sometimes letting him crash at our place. Oh, our place? Sans, you know I was with Undyne, so shut the fuck up. See, it's worth doing that just to see a former demigod blush. I hate you sometimes. You know that? I just dream of punching you sometimes. Okay, sometimes, and then other times it's just me wanting to throw a pie in your face. But yeah, long story short, it broke him. He was sad. Blah, blah, blah. Last thing. What do you say to all the players? It says both of us. What do you say to all the players who do a genocide run? We will hunt you down. We will find you. We will fuse. And we will give you the bone zone. And the bone zone ain't that nice, kids. No, it isn't. So, hey. This is from me to you guys. I hope you like seeing my face haunt your nightmares. Because you're gonna see me all the time. Whenever you play the genocide run. If you already hadn't screwed it up already, because seriously, you can leave from my fight and everything will be cool. You guys don't have to kill. But if you did that, and you actually took pleasure in doing that, and also killing me, killing the virus, killing everybody, and enjoying it, you're a fucking sicko. You are a sicko. And you need help. And all you YouTubers that freaking do a genocide run after a pacifist run, does it make you feel better that you freaking killed me? Does it make you happy? Does it make you happy? Markiplier, Jack, does it make you happy? Honestly tell me, does it make you happy that you did that? That's all I gotta say. Well, I'm Bugsy, and I'm Sans. Telling you all, if you do the genocide run, me and Bugsy are gonna Me and Bugsy are gonna fuse. We're gonna find you and put you in the bone zone. And no one wants to be in the bone zone. And we're talking about the non-sexual one. Now, the sexual one is what freaking Sans does to Toriel on the regular basis. You guys don't want to know how that even. You guys don't want to know what that looks. It's just. You guys just don't. It's horrible. You'd scream, puke, and throw up on yourself. I mean, I did. I was like, I got like, I was working in True Lab like a few weeks ago. And then freaking like I go in the Toriel and Sans house. I knock. I seriously knock. Door swings open and I see some shit that I just wish I hadn't seen. You should have just waited for it to say something before you opened the door. I know, but that was fucking gross. You guys have this new thing. It's called a room. Get to it. Jesus, I'm glad freaking Frisk was with Papyrus. They didn't need to see that too. They didn't need to see all that. That was This is gross, man. That was gross. Well, yeah. Sorry about that, buddy. Yeah, you better be. It's freaking gross. I don't want to see your blue peen ever again. Or the tentacles that come out of you. It's freaking gross. Well, guys, that's enough sharing for the day. I gotta get ready to do some Dreamcast reviews. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope it was helpful. I hope it made you laugh, and I hope the image of Sans and Toriel and the image of Asgore and freaking Muffet aren't too ingrained in your minds. But I can't really say that it probably is, and I'm sorry. There's no hope for you. I can't save you from this. You're gonna have to deal with these images on your own. Also, an image of like Charm bent over while Asriel is like banging her from behind. That's another thing that really that's another thing that really makes me want to hurl out loud. Like, seriously. So, take these images and go somewhere because it'll never end. It's not a dream and it will never end. That is the nightmare that goes on. Okay, I'm gonna go now before I start quoting Jekyll and Hyde again. See you guys later. Bye, folks. We hope you enjoyed the video. And if you did, there's some other videos me and Bugsy did. You guys can go check those out. And there's some videos of Bugsy doing the Dreamcast too. And there's some videos of Bugsy talking about Derek Savage, and there's a few videos of me being me. Go check those out. Well, we'll see you guys later. Oh yeah, there also is the Bugsy and Sans in What the Fuck. You should totally see that. That's some shit that'll make you really rethink how Asgore really spends his time. So yeah, we'll see you guys later. Bye guys. And as always, Chaos Mischief managed. We'll see you real soon.